we're in a foul mood, let's put it that way, we kind of stay in this swirl. And in this swirl that doesn't move up or out, it's almost like it feels like it's sealed. We don't see light outside of that. We only see the uncomfortable experience that we're in. And what's wonderful to know is it just takes one little teeny tiny step of, what if something wonderful comes out of this? Or this is just temporary. Or somehow everything's going to be okay. Or this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it looks like when my dream is in the process of coming true. Just one little tiny reminder. So I'm not talking about a physical step. You can do that if you're more comfortable doing that. To me, what's most important is what we have going on in our mind. So it's like lighting, the switch on a wall. We turn on the light with one of those tiny thoughts, and it allows more light to come in and more opportunities, and we find our mood, all the negativity just seems to fade away. It changes everything. So I was talking about, do you have anything that you're looking forward to? And sometimes when we're in this kind of a swirling, yucky mood, and we do or think something just slightly different, just slightly elevated. Here's an example. After this workshop, you open the door to your room and step outside of your house, and just feel the freshness of the air. Something little like that is enough to change the trajectory of your day and your life. So look for little moments like that you can enjoy. I'm talking, this doesn't take any effort. The only effort is getting out of your chair, opening the door, and stepping outside. Not a lot of effort. Okay, let's see. Cooler weather always brightens my spirit. Good. Deb, help. My vibration is screwy this morning, and I can't seem to get off this negative cycle. My day is going from bad to worse, and even a nap, I think is what she's saying, hasn't helped. I'm observing this cycle, and I'm laughing as part of me is observing this self. You know what? And just even accepting it, or accepting this is temporary, will help you move through it more quickly. Sometimes when you are being worked on, and when I say worked on, we are growing to the level of our dream. That's what happens, rather than, it's another way of saying manifesting, but what happens is we just grow to the vibrational level of the dream. And we go through periods that feel really yucky like that. And it's okay. It's all part of it. So don't beat yourself up. Take another nap, eat some chocolate, whatever you need to do. Just let yourself feel yucky and allow yourself to enjoy that moment for what it is, rather than resisting it, rather than fighting it. That just holds it in place. Just let it be, because it is temporary. You're going to move through this in a matter of, could be minutes or hours. Rarely will it last more than a day. So induced bad mood, and part of me can't seem to stop the complaining. I'm laughing because, we all go there. We all go there. I'm looking forward to my dream manifesting in physical form. Yes. Let's see. Yes, our thoughts change everything. And the good news is we can change our thoughts. In fact, we are the only ones who can. Absolutely. We're in charge of what happens next in our lives. I had a meme. What you put in is what you get out. And what you focus on the most is what you will end up experiencing. This is where you have a choice. What you focus on the most is what, so I'm going to speak directly to, I don't remember who wrote that being in the bad mood and nothing seems to change. I know you, and I know overall this is not where you live. This day is not going to influence your journey toward your dream. I just want you to know that. It is the sum of your thoughts, the sum of how you are day to day that add up. And it's the equivalent of that you will manifest. So I want you to set aside any kind of concern when I state what you focus on the most is what you'll end up experiencing. That only counts for the sum total of what your thoughts are. Where do you live in your vibration? Do you seek moments to be out in nature, if that's your thing? Or to go camping, or to enjoy your children, or to get together with friends after work? Do you really get to enjoy things in life? That's one of the best things you can do to manifest what you want. The more you enjoy and have fun, the greater the manifestation you can create, the bigger, the greater, and the faster the future. When I say future, it could be the next moment. Another comment, one of the best things I'm learning here is to give myself joy as much as I can, whether it's a positive thought or doing something, even tiny things that give me enjoyment. Makes life so much better than focusing on bad stuff. This is really important. This was from Elaine. She's talking about little tiny things. That is all it takes. I'm not talking about massive action, massive movement, massive change. None of that. The easier we make it on ourselves, the quicker the process. This is not meant to be hard. Our natural state of being is a creative being, creating, and you get to direct what you create. That's what we're here to do and to be. We're creative beings. We are already that. We have simply been misusing our power to create. And remember where to find your power? It's in your imagination. You imagine things you enjoy. You imagine the future you'd like to create, who you would love to be, do, and have, or any one of those things. You simply imagine already living at that level. You don't have to do it all day long. It's just moments here and there. That's all you need to do. That, and on the other side of that coin is noticing what you're thinking. Without noticing the kinds of thoughts that go through your mind, you are simply planting chaos. You're planting what you're already experiencing right now because you are influenced by your surroundings. You're influenced by the media. You're influenced by what you watch on TV. You're influenced by the argument you overheard at the bus stop. You're influenced by the guy rear-ending your car in traffic. This is what's driving your life. And also you're influenced by your programming from childhood, big time. The way out is through your thoughts. So it's absolutely imperative to notice here and there, what am I thinking about? What were those thoughts that have been running through my mind for the last 5 minutes? And set up a way to remember to notice your thoughts. So whether it's stopping at a stop sign or every time you get a text message, for me that would be way too frequent. But whatever works for you, find a way to remind yourself to notice what you're thinking. You're not going to have to be this diligent for the rest of your life doing this. In a matter of weeks or months, it's going to happen automatically once you start doing this. It becomes where there'll be an uncomfortable or a thought, or I'm going to call it an untruth. I don't think that's a word. but it won't sit right with you. So you'll notice it. It will grab your attention without you trying to notice your thoughts. That's what happens. And that will help you remember, what am I thinking? I don't need that thought. Is this thought taking me closer? Excuse me. Is this thought taking me closer to my dream or further from it? And I'll tell you where that can be really hard. I'm reminded of this by my daughter Laura. She's so good at it. When she's angry or upset at something, right in the middle of it, she makes that determination. Is this taking me closer to my dream or further from it? And it's at that moment where you really want to hang on to that irritability or that anger or that frustration or whatever the situation is. It takes some determination to let that go and say, I'm not going to let this take me further from my dream. I'm either not going to think about it anymore, I'm just going to stop the thought, or I'm going to think about something else. Or one of the more powerful things you can do is switch it and focus on your dream as if it's already true. You can do this. You've got it in you to do this. It's a new habit, and sometimes you know how those new habits feel scratchy, like I'm not used to doing this. That's all that is I'm not used to doing this. And we just want to live on autopilot. It's so much easier. But then you don't get what you want. You don't get what you're here for. You don't become that person. You simply kind of stay in this swirl of chaos. It's not fun there. It's where the struggles are. It's where there's no meaning to life. Once you find your way out of this swirl, and it can start today, life starts to have meaning. When you choose that gem of a dream, that secret that you've held inside, that every once in a while you hear this whisper, oh, I'd love to have that. When you find that, you swirl up and out of that chaos. You're out of it. Life has meaning. You have purpose. Your purpose is to discover, to become, to fully blossom into that secret gem that you would truly love to be, do, or have. It doesn't matter what it is. It might sound absolutely selfish. And hopefully it does, because this gem is for you. It's not for anyone else. It's not something you do to make anyone else happy. It's not what you do. Oh boy, this sounds terrible. It's not what you do because you want to change the world. You do it and then the world changes. You do it because it satisfies you.